It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
And welcome to the realm of geekdom. This is Nerd Breaking News. I got the kid, the professor, the ego. We're all going to be covering rumors that are out there that Hal Jordan dies in the first episode of The Lanterns. Before we jump into that, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of our episodes. So tell us, kid, what is this rumor that is out there right now about this?
So it got leaked a couple of days ago where Hal Jordan, played by Kyle Chandler in the Lantern show that comes out next month on Max. He dies in the first episode. Just to recall, remember that this series is going to take place between 2016 and 2026. You're going to see a rookie Stewart and a prime Stewart. I'm more excited to see Stewart than Hal Jordan. But anyways, so the big uproar is the fact that he dies. It got leaked. We don't know if it's true or not. We're going to find out next month. I'm going to take a different twist, a different take on it. Him dying in the first episode, that could be fixed on flashbacks. I don't think that's the big deal. I don't care about that. It's not that. For me, it's Gunn. It goes back to Gunn. Supergirl bombed in the box office and it made no money. It was critically panned. It got destroyed financially. He's currently filming Man of Tomorrow, and then he greenlit it. Remember that Jimmy Olsen show? He's obsessed with these obscure D-list characters. My thing is Gunn. Lanterns, and then we got Clayface. That's how we end the DCU for 2026. This needs to not be a home run, but this needs not to be trash. It needs to be in the B range. And unfortunately, with a lot of DC fans who are full of, toxicity, the Snyder fans are going to hate this because it's not Snyder. The Gunn fans are going to love this because it's Gunn. And then you have the middle DC fans, which are going to be like, all right, let's see what it's for. And I think that, for me, is the bigger story. Is the series going to be fine, irrespective of how Jordan dying if he's still in the flashbacks?
Mm. Professor, you have a take on this. So what is that? Go for it. The floor is yours.
Hal Jordan has 5-0 fans. Like, you will never meet a comic book fan who's like, you know who my favorite character is? Hal Jordan. If anyone tells you the favorite character is Green Lantern, they all mean John Stewart. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Killing Hal Jordan in the first episode, or maybe even the second, is a great idea because Kyle Chandler's a pretty likable guy. So to see him die actually makes Hal Jordan relevant for the first time, honestly, in a lot of our lifetimes. And it'll make us all more invested in where the show goes and in the story of how he dies and what he was doing before he died. And if the entire show is based around that, that might actually be a good show. And at the same time, we also have to remember that Hal Jordan has died in the comic books too, when he was Parallax. And if they go that route in the show, that might be pretty good. So I'm open to it. I'm optimistic about it. I think it's going to work.
All right. Eagle, let us know what you think now that you kind of got a little bit of perspective on like both sides of the lane over here.
Yeah, I think it, like the professor said, it might not be a bad idea. I think I see both points. I see both sides. I think Kid is right. Gunn hasn't been, as advertised, right? We're still waiting for that. If it's not for Matt Reeves' movie and the TV show, which he was a co-producer, right, of the Penguin, then we're not. DC doesn't have any wins in the reset that they did by bringing in Gunn and Reeves. And Reeves already had his win, and is the one that making money. So what is Gunn doing? Listen, this reminds me a little bit of what Games of Thrones did back in the day, where they just basically killing characters that they would make you fall in love, and then 2 seconds later, and yeah, by the way, he's gone. Next in line. Now, to Percy's point, Hal Jordan doesn't have too many fans. But maybe for this specific, series and whatnot, he might be giving a certain stature, and then they bring him down. If that is what Gunn is doing, it's not surprising. He's trying to get eyeballs as much as possible to another one of his TV shows. So I'll give it a chance. I'll see the effect of it and see how it is. And I don't know. I think I'll reassess at the end of it. Like, okay, I don't think this was worth it. Killing this character, or maybe it was. So I'm open to it.
All right, Kid, can you name me the next couple of films, TV shows that Gunn has upcoming after this one?
So it's Lanterns next month. It's October, the horror movie disguised as DC, Clayface, with a $40 million budget. If that movie didn't make any money, fire Gunn the next day. Then he has Man of Tomorrow. Jimmy also has been greenlit. And then he has also some cartoons. Like he has Creature Commandos 2, and then he has another cartoon as well. In terms of movies, it's Man of Tomorrow. Like that's the next movie, which Stewart is in the movie, by the way. So at least that's cool. He'll be in next summer's Man of Tomorrow. And that's why I said earlier, I don't necessarily hate or love the fact that Hal Jordan dies. I think both of you guys, Professor and all you guys are right. To the 5 fans, we've seen it before. We've seen it in the comic books. I think and we love Kyle Chandler. He's amazing. I love him as an actor. And I want this show to be successful. I'm really excited to see the story for Stewart, the rise of Stewart, because I grew up with Justice League Stewart. That was my Green Lantern. Like, I knew who Hal Jordan was. I respected Hal Jordan. It's cool. Yeah, awesome. Hal Jordan. But Stewart was the man as the Green Lantern. We didn't care about Guy Gardner. So to me, it's not about that. And I want to just put that on the record. I don't mind whether he dies or doesn't die. I'm just saying, I hope that the backlash isn't enough to destroy the show. I hope the show could stand its own and progress and be a good show. Well, because you know how it is, man. We're going to have fans who are going to hate it, love it. They're going to look for something to nitpick. And I just think that I hope they could get over. If it is true, I hope they can, even the way he dies. What if he dies saving Stewart? And the ring goes to Stewart in the last 2 seconds of the episode. That'll get you pumped. I'm like, oh, damn, Stewart got the ring in the first episode? Cool. Sucks for Hal Jordan. I want to see if they can survive this rumor. That's my point. It's not necessarily hating. I want it to be successful. I'm just saying that the backlash, we know it's going to come from certain families.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. And I think the other thing that I want to add to that is also that this is going to be on HBO. And that means that there's going to be a lack of access to a lot of the fan base. They're not going to be able to afford that subscription to be able to watch a show. So with that being said, does it really impact how it's going to be viewed on the DCU overall if like half the people are not seeing it?
I think it is. You can look at the Penguin. I could make a legitimate argument that as much as the Batman was a good film, the Penguin made it a great film. Because of the Penguin show, we now look at the Batman differently now. That's how much a show can help you out. So I think that the Lanterns, let's say hypothetically it's a great show. My God, even if it touches the Penguin, I'll be happy. But let's say the Lanterns is like a shade under the Penguin. It's like a B+, so the Penguin's an A. We can now say, damn, okay, DCU, even though you messed up in Supergirl, we're right back on track. That's how much a good show could help out. Because remember, unlike the MCU, where they had like 20,000 shows at one point, these people are also, remember, again, their contracts are not extended yet. So they're basically, you know what they're doing, the Paramount boys? All right, let's see if it works. You guys better, I better see the critical acclaim. I better see viewership. They needed to be successful for their jobs, unlike Kevin Feige.
Yeah, the one thing I will put out is that you were talking about the Batman and the Penguin, which are Matt Reeves' products, not Gunn's products. So can Gunn actually pull this off? That will probably be the biggest question here for them. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Let us know what you think about this rumor going around for the Lanterns, and let us know down there in the comments below. But until next time, fellow nerds, this is Nerd Breaking News.